RiverBender.com's coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Calc Institute of Technology, your future, your success. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Claywell Asset Management, an independent firm. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Trust Family Auto Sales, now offering repair service across from the Bethalto Airport under the water tower. Eagle Home Improvement, providing guaranteed quality and superior service. Trigger Talent, concealed carry classes, advanced handgunning and private training, and all-season range.
Comes to the 10, and that's about it for number 21, Jareel Brock. Brock trying to return that one, but Terrence Walker, number 11, a sophomore for the Redbirds, wrapped him up at about the 15-yard line.
Good coverage didn't allow the wedge to form, and they were able to get down there, and that's where Quincy will start right there on their own 14, and you want to hear that name again, Jareel Brock. You'll hear that name all night long, as he will probably be their leading rusher.
He rushed for 89 yards against Edwardsville in the first week, and Quincy had about 200 yards rushing in that game. And when Alton gets the ball, we'll tell you about the offensive back of the week from Alton High. But here's Quincy as they run a sweep to the near side, and it works as they get the edge, but here comes a late flag flying out, and before the ball carrier's knocked down at the Alton 40-yard line, it looks like it's going to come back with a hold or a block in the back, but boy, they sealed that off for Cameron Woodard, number 28.
Woodard had the speed. He showed some amazing burst out of the backfield. So he took that and swept around to this near side, but again, all for naught with a hold.
And the flag is all the way back near the line of scrimmage. And one of those flags that really comes after the play had already gone by, so sometimes coaches don't like when that happens, of course. And usually for the Redbirds, they'll start with 4 linebackers: Keandre Samilton, Jonathan Bumpers, Charles Miller out there. We'll tell you about the defensive line, too. Grady Womack is another middle linebacker for the Redbirds. They're going to mark this all the way back to the 9-yard line. A 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15, and that big gainer is negated. Quincy would have had the ball inside the Redbird 40-yard line.
As it is, it'll be a 1st and 15.
They set up with the wings on the left and the right, and they'll give it to the man straight ahead, and some hard running right up the middle by Devin Smith, number 7, the senior. Big 6'2", 200-pound running back, and he bangs out to the 21-yard line.
Good solid pickup of 12 on the play. Credit the O-line for the Quincy Blue Devils for that play as they opened up the hole. Quincy, just for folks that are listening tonight, you might want to see, if you can imagine a metallic blue Oregon Ducks uniform, that's pretty much what Quincy's wearing this evening. Very bright, and we've got more flags.
Yeah, man on the right side jumped early. Looked like big number 76, Owen Shelton, 6'4", 270. The right guard, or maybe he's the right tackle out there. And
guard, I think you got it right.
He jumped early, and they'll move it back 5 near the 16-yard line. 2 quick penalties on the Blue Devils, and Coach Rick Little cannot like that here on the road to start the game. We are 4 minutes into the ball game.
Some little jitters and just a little bit of a start. We've got to move ahead now, but Quincy's got the ball, and they'll see what they can do here.
And they're going to give it again up the middle to the big back, who's over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And again, that is Smith, number 7, who tried the right side, and he's going to get just outside the 20-yard line, 3rd and about 3 to go. So the Redbird defense needs a big play here as Coach Dickerson preaches. We need the defense to get some 3 and outs.
That will certainly help their stamina and help keep them off the field. Very tight formation here now for the Devils.
And they're going to give it to Smith again. He'll try the left side. First down over the 30, out near the 31-yard line. He was hit a couple of times, but kept bouncing off of defenders out to the 31-yard line. First down, 10 minutes to go, first quarter.
You see that little spin move that he put on at the end as he tried to get that extra couple of yards. That will serve him well throughout the game, as Alton has not shown a propensity to be able to handle a swift back.
He's the lone man behind the quarterback once again here. It was Ben Schroeder. This time they're going to sweep it to the right side, and this time it's going to be Jareel Brock. And we talked about Brock, and he has a big gain over the 40. He's going to have another first down, it looks like. A gain of about 11 to the 42-yard line.
Impressive running by Brock as he gets his first action of the game. They'll spot it at the 42. We'll give him about 11, as you said. And they're quick to the line again.
And Schroeder, the quarterback, ready to go. He's a senior, 6'2" senior. And back to hand it off. They'll try the sweep. Redbirds there this time, and they bottle him up. Good play by the end there, and it was number 7 on the end, Charles Miller, that made the play as Woodard got the handoff, and he's only going to pick up a yard.
Looks like they're having a little more difficulty as they're coming to this near side. If I were Quincy, I would want to go to the far side of the field. Seems to be a little bit better blocking on their line on that side.
And Quincy, when they're going misdirection, they're giving the Redbirds time to get in the backfield, but when they go straight ahead, they're getting some big gainers.
I look for Smith to get this one.
And they fake it. Looks like they're going to throw it. And it will be a pitch and catch. Caught there.
By Smith.
Out near the 50-yard line. It's going to be Brock, number 21. No, you're right, 7. Devin Smith made the grab at the 48-yard line.
So we'll give him about 4 on that. And that's so far, that was our first pass of the game, folks, and we've got about 8.5 left here in the first stanza.
First quarter action, Public School Stadium here. Friday night doubleheader on the Big Z. Handoff goes up the middle. Good play there as they slam the ball carrier down. And again, number 7, Charles Miller is in on that play, along with a couple of other Redbirds. The defensive line. Let's talk about the interior. The 2 big tackles are Caleb Mitchell and Ryan Kane. The ends are Morris Adams and Donovan Porter, who's a sophomore.
Smith had nowhere to go on that play. Kane swooped in.
Caleb Mitchell is a junior, 6'2", 350 pounds for Alton. And the Quincy Blue Devils run it over the 50. And Devin Smith, or make it Brock, going to run to the left side, and that's going to be close as they went for it on 4th down near midfield. And if he's short, it's Redbird's ball at the 48.
By the naked eye, I would say he's short by about a foot, but let's see as they bring the chains across.
The length of the football is my guess that he might be short.
Just trying to eyeball it. It sure appears short, but again, you need to see what the chains say.
And wow, right on the marker. It is a just
not enough.
Inches short, and it is a hold for the Redbirds, and they give it up on downs. It's Alton ball.
I wouldn't even say inches, Brent. I would say more like about a centimeter. That was that close. Wow. And a great defensive stop. Just enough for the Redbirds.
Redbirds ball, their first possession, and they take over just like that with Taylor Price, the junior, at quarterback. And we'll have to see what happens here. He's in the pistol. The man behind him is Darryl Smith. And we'll talk about him quite a bit tonight. He was the offensive back of the week from the Alton Knights of Columbus quarterback club. But quarterback will keep it here. He slides down near the Quincy 45. A good gain of about 6 or 7 yards. It looks like they'll give him 6.
Simple little draw play, nothing fancy about it. Nice slide, too. He should go out for baseball.
Sliding down, keeping the quarterback healthy. Smith last week, the running back, 15 carries, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
That's a good 3 games right there.
Yeah, and he wears number 5 for Alton. He is a 5'10 junior, 165-pound tailback. And Price waits on the snap. He's going to hand it to Smith, and he has some room up the middle. A flag flies.
All coming back. It's a hold.
Maybe a hold, but Smith is going to take it all the way down to the 38-yard line of Quincy. Big gainer, but it's coming back, I believe.
Would have been a pickup of 8, but it won't amount to a hill of beans because it is a hold.
Offensive line, Marcel Tate at guard, Donovan Porter the other guard. 2 tackles, Michael Green and Ben Rakowski. The center is back this year for his senior year. Cody Markle. Markle, 6'1", 290-pound senior center. The tight end is Morris Adams. And it is a hold, 10 yards.
Quincy looks completely discombobulated here as they come to the line. They are spread far and wide.
Each team is at the ball one time here. Split backs. Price is going to roll to his left. He wants to throw, and he finds a man open in the middle of the field. It's caught. It's a first down inside the 40. Good grab. Nice little pitch and catch there as Dylan Prouty made the catch. He's a quarterback too sometimes, but this time he makes the grab in the middle of the field.
Great first down pickup for them as they advance the chains on that play. That a way to handle that holding penalty that had set them up as 2nd and 12.
Markle comes to the line of scrimmage. He's the center again, number 74. And he will send the ball to Taylor Price at quarterback. He throws a screen. It's incomplete. They jump on the ball, and they say it was a forward pass and not a lateral, so no fumble there. Incomplete, and a flag flies. I think it's a false start. And it is on the Redbirds before the snap.
So that play never happened, and that'll cost them 5, and they'll move back. Neither coach can be very happy with this. An exceptionally sloppy start with penalties galore.
Some early penalties here in the first quarter, and we're at 6:17 to go first quarter. Now it's 1st and 15 for the Redbirds, who line it up at the Quincy 42-yard line after holding the Blue Devils on defense on 4th down.
25 yards in penalties already. That's not a good start for here in the first quarter.
No. Pistol again with Smith behind Price. The snap back to the quarterback, Price. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Has a man with a step, and he overthrows. Jonathan Bumpers there just barely between the hash marks. Number 6 might have had a step or 2.
Got his man beat, but it was not to be, and I tell you, as you can see number 4 coming back in, Kalen Sampleton. He's motioning back to his quarterback, and he's telling his quarterback, let's keep it down, little control, little motion. He's got him. He's got his man. I think he senses that he can outdistance the safety back there.
And a guy like Bumpers has good speed. He's a 6-foot junior. Watch out for number 6 before the night is over. Receivers left and right. The tight end goes to the left, Morris Adams. Now they have split backs to the left and to the right of the quarterback, Price. Price is going to fake the handoff. He runs it and slides again to the 35, 34-yard line.
Another little draw. That's going to help them. That'll pick up about 7 on that and make it a 3rd down and 7 on the 35.
3rd down with 5:50 to go first quarter. Each team has had the ball one time, one possession each, and the Redbirds trying to move the ball here on 3rd and long. It's 3rd and almost 8. 7.5 to 8 yards to go. Receivers left and right. We have 4 receivers here. The ball may be going up. Taylor Price back to his right to throw the ball, and as he's hit, he throws to Bumpers, and it's broken up there at the 25-yard line. That would have been a first down, but some D by Quincy.
Number 31 for Quincy came in and almost had the sack. Deflected that ball right at the line of scrimmage. Well done on that play for Quincy. And now 4th down and no man's land at the 35. It's decision time. for the Redbirds.
Number 5 out there, Caleb Smith, with some good D on bumpers that time. And it is 4th and 8, and it looks like the Redbirds are going to go for it.
It's Zach Asherman, and we were mentioned to him before the game started. Quite the defensive presence here. But what will happen on 4th down? Yet again, another go for it on 4th.
Quincy tried a 4th down. Now the Redbirds will try it as they throw it up in the air, but it's incomplete as the quarterback is hit, and he overthrows the tight end, Morris Adams, incomplete, and the Redbirds are going back on defense. Quincy has it at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Taylor Price only 1 for 5 so far this game for 14 yards. Not the start that he envisioned, and Quincy will take over on downs.
Quincy ball, 5:15 to go. First quarter, no score. Game 2 tonight will be CM and Salem High School. So you'll hear the game from Bethalto tonight. So stay tuned for that later on here on the Big Z.
Blue Devils send trips to the far side.
And they're going to run it up the middle. And no room there. Redbirds do a great job on the interior line again. And there's the big man at 350 pounds. No, Angelo Redden, 380 pounds. Number 77 for the Redbirds. That is a nose tackle.
That is, I believe the word big hoss comes to mind on that one. Nowhere for Devin Smith. I almost feel sorry for him on that play. He lost a yard there. That's 2 plays in a row now that he's lost yardage.
77, Angelo Redden. 3 guys block him this time. They're going to run to the right, and it's going to be no gain for Devin Smith. No room to run there. Redbirds with some D. It's 3rd and 11.
No room in the end. My goodness. They've got some pretty big bodies. This may be an opportunity here for Quincy. They may want to try and test the air. I think you look at the pattern that Alton's got out here. I think they might be susceptible to a crossing pattern if Quincy has that in their repertoire.
Well, the 2 tackles are in there. Right now it is Redden, 77, and Ryan Kane is still in there, 6'1", 270-pound junior. And they're going to run the reverse and come to the near side. Double reverse, and he's knocked down at the 41-yard line. It's Woodard, number 28, the senior running back.
Great job by Morris Adams to track him down and haul him in. And are we serious? We're going to go for it on 4th down again.
About the same spot on the field.
Wow. Here we go.
4th down and about 3 to go. 3:50 to go. First quarter, no score. Redbirds and Blue Devils. Here we go. Quincy ball. They're going to try it again, and if the Redbirds can hold, Alton would have the ball in Quincy territory. Last time they got it at midfield.
I look for Smith right up the gut.
Trying to get the Redbirds to jump off sides, and they do it. 77, the big man, Angelo Redden, jumping off sides, and that's what they wanted. I don't think they were even going to snap the ball.
No, I wouldn't think that close to midfield. I don't think there'd be any reason to, but that 5-yard penalty will make the difference, and the Blue Devils will get a fresh set of downs.
Redden, the junior, comes out of the game, 6'3", 380. He'll come out for this snap.
3.5 left in the first.
Snap back, and they're going to hand the ball off over the right side, breaking a couple of tackles, trying to spin out of some more at the 50-yard line is Brock. Brock is only a sophomore running back, and he is going to gain about 4, maybe 5, even though he ran for about 10 or 15 yards and got 5 out of it.
More lateral than anything, but it's a result that counts, and if you get 5 on 1st down, that's good enough. Now we're going to spread wide. 4 receivers, and wow, do they go wide.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. It's the shotgun for Schroeder. He's looking deep to the left side. He throws it up, and the Redbirds there with some D to tip it away. It's Ahmad Sanders, a sophomore defensive back, number 12.
Fine defensive play. Schroeder had all the time in the world in the pocket, but let it go and just a little bit too much on that, and he was headed, Brock was headed for pay dirt, but not to be.
Incomplete, 2:55 to go, first quarter here. Big crowd for the home opening game tonight, home opener Redbird nest down near the track, near the field. And here on the near side, all the Redbird fans in a 0-0 game. A delayed handoff going up the middle. That's a first down run. Up the middle it goes, and it was a delay draw to Devin Smith, who has a first down to the Alton 42-yard line.
So he's going to pick up 7 on that one, and that's good enough for a first down. Again, that sprawling motion that Smith has as he kind of corkscrews his way through after he gets through the line. Coach has got to love that. That's a great way to avoid tackling. Escapability, that's what they call it, and that's what Smith's got.
Caleb Mitchell comes out. Redden comes back in. So big number 77 back in there. Here's a handoff up the middle. Redbirds off left tackle go the Quincy Blue Devils down to the 36-yard line this time. And
Brock just keeps pushing forward, I tell you.
21, the sophomore Brock to the 36 of Alton. Redbirds need a defensive stand here in a scoreless game with 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Blue Devils and Redbirds, both 0-1 on the season. Blue and white ball here. Quincy has it. They'll hand it off up the middle. They like the left side of the line right now, down to the 30-yard line. That's a first down. Number 7 with the carry, that's Devin Smith, and they're taking turns. Brock, Smith, sometimes Woodard, number 28.
They seem to be favoring Smith right now. He's got 36 yards through 8 carries at the moment.
Schroeder brings in a new play from the sideline. 1:45 left here at Public School Stadium, first quarter. Friday Night Lights here in Alton on State Street. Redbirds on defense. Handoff goes up the middle. Again, Redbirds had him bottled up at the line of scrimmage. He escapes to the 20-yard line, though. Devin Smith between the tackles.
Smith just, again, that motion, that whirling dervish that he is. He's got that motion and leaves him about a half a yard shy.
Redbirds could use a turnover here on defense and get the ball back for the offense.
Some kind of stop here. Only 24.5 yards to pay dirt for the Blue Devils.
1 minute to go, first quarter. This time they'll pitch it to the outside and over the right side. A little move by Brock, the sophomore. He steps inside for a few yards. He's inside the 15. He's at the 14. He'll make it the 13-yard line, a gain of about 7.
Seem to have that 7-yard pitch down to perfection right now, and they are knocking on the door, entering the red zone.
Yeah, they're in the red zone, 1st and 10, 50 seconds left, first quarter.
Probably be the last play of the quarter if they keep it on the ground.
3 backs in the backfield. Wishbone there, tight formation. They're going to hand the ball off to Woodard over the left side. He's inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, a gain of about 4 as he went over left guard there. Woodard to the 9-yard line, and 25 seconds left. Second down here, 2nd down and 6.
What an impressive drive by the Blue Devils. They've just marched the ball down the field, mixed in only 1 pass, and that was incomplete as they've just stuck to the ground.
One of the big plays was on 4th down. Alton jumped off sides, and the drive continued. Here's a handoff. And nothing doing this time as they wrap him up in the backfield, and it was the
Smith
big
again.
Defensive tackle, Ryan Kane, I believe, 69 with the tackle.
That's going to cost Smith another 4 yards on that, and we've reached the end of the first quarter.
Back to the 11-yard line for Quincy here. 3rd down when we come back. They're in the red zone. That's the end of the first quarter here at Public School Stadium. It's the Redbirds and the Blue Devils. We have no score after 1. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Calc Institute of Technology is working for you with career programs for today's jobs. As a career student, you can expect a welcoming atmosphere with exceptional personal service, small classes with one-on-one attention, a set class schedule, and short-term programs that will get you into the workforce quickly. Calc has 2 locations for your convenience located in both Alton and Fairview Heights. For more information, visit Calc online at www.calc.edu.
Player of the game. Nice play there to end the first quarter by the defensive tackle, big number 69, Ryan Kane. Quincy loses 2 yards, so they're at 3rd down and 8 from the Alton 11-yard line. They're knocking on the door here in the red zone, Dave.
Complete domination of that first quarter by Quincy as Alton only ran a few plays. And Quincy's looking to try and drive it in now. But again, third down, and they've got about 8 to go. They can get a first down without a touchdown.
That first down marker is down around the 4. They're at the 11-yard line here, and the Redbirds jump again before the snap. It's offsides Alton, and the Redbirds going to give them 5 more free yards.
It's 25 yards in penalties by the Redbirds so far, and we've yet to crank the clock up here on the second quarter. So, again, player so far that looks most impressive is Darren Smith at 48 yards. He got 42 yards rushing, rather, on 10 carries.
Going to give it to Woodard. He breaks outside. Good play there by the Redbirds as they string it out and drop him down near the 5-yard line. And the Redbirds string it out nicely there and drop Woodard. He's going to be at the 6, maybe the 5-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 6.
So no gain. So that's going to set them up. Well, here we go, 3rd and 2. You mentioned it, Brent. They needed a stop. Will it be the time that they get one? Let's find out.
That was Keandre Samilton that made that play on the outside there, number 3. Here's Quincy, though, with 4th down and 3. They're going to go with the shotgun, and they're going to throw it. Schroeder rolling to his right. Completes a pass near the goal line. His knee is down at the 1 or 2 yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal as they throw it to Brock out of the backfield.
Brock had it. They had the plays all set up and diagrammed it very well. There was no defender there. If Brock had been able to stay on his feet, he would have easily gotten in. As it is, it's a pickup of 6. And again, 1st and goal. If ever there was a time for the stop, now would be it.
They bring in one of the big men for the interior line, Caleb Mitchell at 350 pounds. 1st and goal at the 1, though, and here we go, a minute into the second quarter. Handoff up the middle and diving forward. Touchdown, Quincy. Brock, the sophomore, scored against Edwardsville last week. He scores against Alton here early in the second quarter, 6-0.
And Brock again using it, barreling forward. You had mentioned earlier when they move to the outside, it seems as though they don't have much luck. Quincy's figured that out. The Blue Devils just pound the ball between the tackles, and Brock picks up that final yard to give the Devils the lead.
Brock with a 1-yard touchdown run. The sophomore has scored it, and the extra point is in the air, and it is good. 7-0 Blue Devils here. Just a minute into the second quarter. Quincy on top of Alton now with that TD there. 7-0 Blue Devils. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports. Redbirds had a 4th down try of their own.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Brock. He's crossed the 40-yard plateau already here, and we're early in the second.
Let's see what the Redbirds can do as number 13, their kicker, Avery Wilson, tees it up at his own 40-yard line. Quincy scoring in the east end zone, and now the Redbirds will go west, we hope. Well, the kick is into the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20 on the touchback there. Redbirds ball at their own 20-yard line.
Well, you've got 2 runners, and this is the key for Quincy. You've got 2 runners, both of whom are over 40 yards already in the game. And if you've got that kind of balance, Alton doesn't seem to have any way to stop that at the moment. So it's going to be up to the offense now to try and answer the bell from the 20.
And the Redbirds huddle it up with junior quarterback Taylor Price, as Darrell Smith behind him in the pistol formation again. The up man is Keandre Samilton, running back. And they hand the ball off. A little bobble by the quarterback, and by the time he was able to hand it off to Darrell Smith, defenders were all over him, and he's going to lose 2 or 3.
Looks like he'll take a 3-step backwards. Again, Price so far in that first quarter was 1 of 5 for 14 yards. That's not going to get the job done.
It looked like he had lost a couple, but they're going to say his forward progress was to the 19, so a loss of only 1. Good mark for the Redbirds, I guess.
The word generous spot comes to mind.
There you go. There you go. 2nd down and 11.
Trips to the far side.
Here's Price on a blitz. He tries to go to the right side. Quincy bringing pressure, and he's only going to pick up a couple to the 22. He gains 3 yards there. Quarterback keeper, Taylor Price again.
Nice read by Price at the blitz coming, but not much he could do as the secondary huddled in and got him down.
Need some more push from that offensive line that Coach Eric Dickerson likes a lot this year. Hopes that they're the bright spot for the team.
Boy, they've got the meat certainly to do this, but they're not getting the push back, and now we've got a
timeout. Alton. Timeout Redbirds, as they'll take a break here with their offensive coordinator, Jason Raffelli.
Got an injury on the far side of the field for Alton.
That may be a cramp as a player goes down as they were lined up. And I'm not sure if it's Dylan Prouty, number 25, or not, but an injury timeout for the Redbirds, and they call their first timeout here with 9:36 to go. First half, Quincy 7, Alton nothing in the second quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
It's warm outside now, but cold weather will be here soon. Protect your home and save money with Eagleboard premium vinyl siding from Eagle Home Improvement. Each Eagleboard panel covers twice the area of conventional siding. That means less air seeps into your home and you keep more money in your pocket. Eagleboard's beauty and performance will last a lifetime. Call Eagle Home Improvement at 259-2500 for a free no-obligation estimate. Eagle Home Improvement, where integrity counts.
It's number 25, Prouty, comes off the field, and not much weight on that left leg as the athletic trainer, Andy Renner, comes over, and I think he's going to stretch it out. I think it is a cramp. Price is going to put it up for grabs. He has the man bumpers there, and he makes a grab over the shoulder and breaks a tackle to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Redbirds. Bumpers, there he is, number 6. He got behind the defense again, and Price put it up, and it's 6 points.
Nothing improves the old average like a 78-yard TD completion.
With 9:25 to go, coming out of the timeout, they go deep to Bumpers, number 6, for 6 points.
His first reception of the game, 78 yards. Not too shabby. Chance to tie the game now with the extra point.
We mentioned watch out for Bumpers tonight, and maybe that's just the beginning of a big night for number 6, the junior wide receiver. And now C.J. Nasello, number 16, Redbird soccer player, will try to kick it through the uprights and tie the game. Number 16, the senior kicker for Alton, will boot it up into the air, and it is good, and it is 7-0. The Redbirds have hit lightning in a bottle and tied the game at 7 here for the fans.
Taylor Price, after going 1 for 5, decides, let's just go for broke. And sure enough, sometimes broke wins you games. It's 7-7. We've got 9:25 to go here in the second quarter.
7-7 ball game as the Redbirds tie it up, and the pass may be underthrown just a little bit. Bumpers slowed up just a little bit. He still made the over-the-shoulder grab with the defender in pursuit. And then he broke a tackle there right when he made the grab, and he was gone from there.
It was a thing of beauty. I mean, he couldn't have lobbed it up. It looked like, as an old tennis player, it looked like the absolute perfect lob to go over the head of the defender, just right on the money. Couldn't have asked for it any better. You think it was a little underthrown? I think it was just about as perfect as you could get it in there. But as usually, it's 7-7. That's the main thing that counts.
9:25 to go. Each team scoring on their second possession. And the Redbirds will kick it off. Nacello tees it up at his own 40-yard line. So the Redbirds do go west to the west end zone. And now the kick is into the end zone for a touchback. And the Blue Devils will get it at their own 20-yard line. And the Redbirds scored from their own 22-yard line with that bomb to Bumpers.
Now, that's a great thing that Edwardsville scored. Good for all the Redbird fans. Here's the problem. They didn't keep the defense off the field very long, and this defensive unit is still looking tired as they trot out onto the field.
Yeah, they could use a 3 and out, get that offense right back on the field, maybe a punt by Quincy. A 3rd and long or a 4th and long, that's what they need. Here's the handoff over the left side, a gain of 3 or 4. Looks like Devin Smith may have gotten a carry. Number 7, he did.
He's a bread and butter guy. That's his 11th carry of the game already. They'll keep driving that ball forward. If you've got a tired D-line, just punch it at them and punch it at them and punch it at them. And who knows, you might break free.
Adams, the defensive end here on the near side. 4 down linemen, a 4-4 defense really. Tight formation again, and they're going to run the sweep. Brock comes up, breaks a tackle or 2 out to the 40. Near the 41-yard line before he is brought down finally.
There's that escapability that we talked about. Brock just kept spitting, pushing forward, broke 3 tackles, and finally brought down after a 17-yard pickup.
So they try the sweep, they go right, and they go to number 21, the sophomore Brock, and now from their own 41-yard line, it's 1st and 10 with 8:40 to go till halftime. Quincy ball, 7-7 game. Here's a handoff to Woodard, inside handoff. Left side he goes, over the 45 to the 46. May give him the 47-yard line, a gain of about 5 or 6.
They give him, it looks like about 6 on that play. And what that showed me right here was that the secondary now is starting to wear down for Alton as well. They had no spring off the ball, no push toward it, and that cost them an extra 3 yards.
From the point of contact, no doubt about it. 2nd down at about 4. Handoff to Smith, nowhere to go this time as he is grabbed by the ankles, and he is brought down. The shoestring tackle there, number 48. How about David Weaver making a play there? The linebacker, 6-foot junior, 200 pounds.
Good tall load right there, and Weaver had him grabbed him by the ankles, and any way you can get him down, because Smith has shown a propensity to break free from that first tackle. So
no gain, and now
more encroachment. Looks like
the Redbirds jump on the interior line again, offsides before the snap, and give them 5 yards and give them a 1st down because it was 3rd and 4.
Can't give them 30 yards and penalties this early in the game. That's just way too much.
And so it's 1st and 10 from the Alton 48-yard line. Over the 50-yard line they go with the penalty. 5 yards. 1st and 10, Quincy ball. They set up in the pistol this time, and they'll hand it direct snap. It's Wildcat offense because 21, Brock, gets the direct snap, and he just takes off straight ahead, and Brock is going to pick up
about 2
or 3 yards to the Alton 46.
That was a little bit different looking out of the Wildcat as they went from that and went ahead direct snap to Brock. Let's see if they go back to that formation. If I were Quincy, I look at this Alton team just looks bedraggled at the moment, and they've got the right play in. Four wideouts.
Schroeder's going to go down the line of scrimmage, a wide receiver screen. They bottle that up, though, to the 45, a gain of only about 1 yard and a half, maybe. 3rd down. And they'll give him the 44-yard line, so we'll call it a gain of 2, 3rd and 5.
Not much going on that side for Quincy. Again, they've got to stick it up the plays. If they go down the middle, that seems to be their bread and butter. Let's see what they'll do here on 3rd down.
And the snap back to Ben Schroeder, the quarterback. He's going over the middle and incomplete, but a bump in the secondary, and it may be pass interference on the Redbirds as Bumpers did bump the receiver, not much.
Doesn't take much.
Doesn't
take
take
anymore.
Yep, you're right. And they talk it over, and was it incidental contact, or both guys were going for the ball, but it is going to be pass interference on the defense.
And that will result in an automatic first down for Quincy. Well, it just looks so incidental, so minor, Rash, but it just doesn't take much anymore.
And they're going to mark off 15 yards. And it'll go down to the 31-yard line of Alton here. 6:06 to go, first half. Second quarter action, 7-7 game.
45 yards and penalties now.
Scoreless after one quarter, 0-0. There's a handoff up the middle. Brock has it again as he tried a fullback dive, even though he's not a true fullback.
Not at all.
6 foot 185 he's listed at. Gain of about 4 to the 27-yard line of the Redbirds. So Brock.
They're in tight here. This is going to go straight up the gut.
There it is again. Devin Smith has some room up the middle, and he goes over left guard for a first down into the red zone to the 19-yard line of the Redbirds.
Big pickup of 8 yards on that play. Smith again driving forward and moving the chains.
He's a pretty big guy, 6'2", 200 pounds. And it's 1st and 10 at the 19, 5:30 to go. Timeout is called. Is it the defense? Yes, Redbirds want a defensive timeout to try to stop the momentum here that Quincy has rolling down the field. We'll take a break. 7-7 game. The Blue Devils are driving, though, here at Public School Stadium. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Set, hit. Protection. Can anyone over there give me protection? Danny, hold it. Put me in, coach. I can offer protection. Set, hit. Not only can I protect the quarterback, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
The Alton defense has been the worst enemy with those penalties.
Schroeder under center, hands the ball off. They're going to try to go wide. Here's a flag flying down, and going down is Brock as he turns the corner to about the 13, but I think it's coming back.
Looks like hold again. Let's see if we're right.
Looked like one of the Redbirds linemen got into the backfield, and then he was held from behind there. Yep, holding Quincy.
Turnabout is fair play. That's only Quincy's third penalty of the night, 20 yards on that, but that will knock them back an additional 10.
Boy, the Redbirds have had their share of penalties, no doubt about that. And Quincy had a couple of penalties early, but they've been quiet with the flags. And now they're back 10 yards. They'll mark it to the 31-yard line from the point of the foul.
Which was behind the line of scrimmage,
Yeah.
about a couple of yards, so actually a 12-yard penalty.
So with 5:22 to go till halftime, the Redbirds could use a stop here in a 7-7 game.
So many penalties. It's been a sloppily played game in terms of the penalties, but again, Quincy with that ability to drive, that ability to just shove the ball down the throat of the Redbirds. But here's a situation where they're probably going to have to go to the air.
Schroeder going back, rolling to his left, looking for a man, throws it up into the air, and it's knocked away. The receiver had to wait on it, and it
Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, may have been deflected or tipped at least there, because the man, Ja'Kai Womack, number 20, was in the vicinity. So Womack with some deep.
How little of passing have we had in this game? Quincy has 6 yards passing.
Oh,
So
wow.
6. That's it, and yet they continue to drive.
Interesting, too, you look at the touchdowns. Quincy, a 1-yard touchdown.
After a long drive.
Alton, a 78-yard touchdown.
Alton doesn't have them beat on speed. Quincy's got the speed here, but what Alton can do is they can innovate with that and adjust to that, and that's so far they've been able to do that, and that's what's made it 7-7. And another encroachment penalty against Alton.
Offsides again on 2nd down and 23. And the head coach, Eric Dickerson, throws his red visor to the ground. He didn't like it at all, no doubt about it. Number 7 this time, and that's the thing too, it hasn't been just one guy. Charles Miller jumping this time. And now he is cramped up and he has a leg injury. And they need to get somebody in for number 7.
Alton, coach, I think if it was a movie, the only words you could say, "You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me."
No, you got that right. You got that right. 5:14 to go, first half. Another penalty on the Redbirds. It goes from, well, still 2nd and long, but instead of 2nd and 23, it's now 2nd down and 18 to go.
Well, we've got just a moment here, just a reminder, folks, it is Labor Day weekend. If you are traveling, please be safe. Watch out for the other guy and arrive alive. We want everybody to enjoy the games this weekend, 4 high school games and an Illini game this weekend. Enjoy the games wherever you travel this weekend, and please be safe.
Tomorrow night here at this stadium, Marquette will be hosting Breeze Mater Dei. You'll hear that game tomorrow night at 7, but you'll also hear the CM game later tonight. And tomorrow at noon, you'll hear the East Alton Wood River Oiler game. And then we have the Illini tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 kickoff. Illinois in their home opener in Champaign.
What an impressive job by the East Alton Wood River Oilers last weekend. Just an absolute thrashing of Dupont, 47-0. But they are up against Taylorville this weekend, and the Tornadoes, one of the top teams in the state. Could be a different story. We shall see.
After the injury, timeout, and after the penalty, it's Quincy ball at the Alton 26-yard line. So the first down marker is at about the 9, maybe even the 8-yard line to get a first down. 2nd down and long, 5:14 to go till halftime.
2nd down and Godfrey, just about a long way to go.
Schroeder up under center this time.
Tight formation.
And they will run the double reverse. Woodard has it, tries to break outside. Good D. Redbirds bring him down after a gain of maybe just 1 yard.
Woodard had that. The Redbirds read that play all the way. It was very slow development on that double reverse. And in the end, Woodard just ends up picking up about a yard and a half and call it 1 yard.
Keandre Samilton, number 3, fought off a good block there and made a good tackle, and we've mentioned him on the edge there, number 3. A time or two already on defense here. 3rd and 17.
4 wideouts.
Schroeder going underneath and incomplete. He threw behind the receiver, and it's going to be 4th and long here. 4th and 17.
Devin Smith just stares back at his quarterback. What you doing? What are you doing? just a complete underthrown ball. And 4th down again, 25-yard line, no man's land. Looks like they're going to go for it.
I wonder if they have the kicker that could get it from there, from here.
Be a 42-yarder if they tried. The answer is, I don't think so, because they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it on 4th down again, but first they're going to call a timeout to discuss this 4th and 17. They need to get to the 8-yard line. 4:32 to go, first half. 7-7 game. Redbirds and Blue Devils. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Halpin Music Company is so much more than just a music products retailer. We do have great products at great prices, but we've been long known for our exceptional customer service, our friendly sales staff, and highly trained, experienced repair technicians. We have great and talented music instructors, students young and old alike, all age groups. So I invite you to come to Halpin Music Company and experience the Halpin Music Company difference.
Trying to hold him here. 4th and long. Schroeder back out of the timeout. He throws it deep. A man open behind the defender. He caught it. It's a touchdown. 4th and long. And Brock makes the grab. 25-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 17.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Brock stopped, hesitated, moved back to his left just a smidge, caught it, a little escape move, another one, and into the end zone. And goodness, what a great, great toss by the quarterback, Schroeder.
Just over the defender, and he goes to Brock, who They've been running the ball all night long. This time he comes out of the backfield, makes the catch.
His first reception of the night.
This kick is low, but it's still going to be good. Over the crossbar it goes for Wilson. Avery Wilson makes it 14-7 Quincy, and that is a back-breaker.
My goodness, what a drive. Looked like Alton had them stopped, and instead 25-yard lob, and boy, it was a lob over again, and jeez, Brock just brought it in from there. Couple escape moves he needed to, because it looked like he was going to be down short. It would have still been a first down, but they would have been able to try and stop him yet. No such luck. No such luck. 14-7. The Redbirds will have to come back from another deficit.
4th and 17. That is a killer, and right before halftime too. 4:24 to go. Redbirds still have some time here as they're going to get the ball before half, with Bumpers going back to receive the kick. Also Darrell Smith, number 5, and number 6 back deep for the Redbirds, and the Blue Devils take the lead again, 14-7. They've had a couple of 7-point leads. Redbirds have not led in the game. We were tied for about 5 minutes after Alton struck quick on that 78-yard touchdown pass. Well, Quincy with a 25-yard touchdown pass.
On 4th down, no less. They went for it in no man's land, and it paid dividends.
Boy, they've gone for it on 4th down a lot already here.
We've yet to see a punt this game from either side.
Here's the kick. It's high and deep. Bumpers, Smith. It's going to be Smith near the goal line, about the 2. He'll fake the reverse. He'll run into a blocker and then go to the 30, 35, and he's brought down near the 40-yard line. Almost a horse collar there.
It's an extra 3 yards on that just from pushing forward.
Yep. Lost his helmet. And Smith gets up slowly, number 5, and he is going to
bit of a whip on the left side.
Shaken up a little bit, and the athletic trainer, Andy Renner, goes to check him out. With 4:12 to go, Redbirds ball. Here comes number 10, Taylor Price, the quarterback.
They'll start 1st and 10 from the 39. Plenty of time yet in the half. 4:12 to go. They need 61 yards to even this game up.
From their own 39, 1st and 10. Here's Price. Waiting for the snap from Markle. The snap back. Price rolling to his right. Wants to throw it. Now run it. He escapes a couple of Blue Devils, but the third one there will sack him back near the 33, and now a Quincy player is injured way back inside the 30. And he has a left leg injury, it looks like, and he is hurt.
This is not a cramp. This is more than that. You can tell he's in an awful lot of pain, whoever this is for the Blue Devils. Hopefully he'll be all right. But on that play, there was just continuous penetration. Price read it. He saw it. He tried to escape, but again, it's too much to that far left side. Couldn't get away from 3 people. Could get away from 2, but not 3.
Back to the 34-yard line is where they mark it. Another injury timeout. Quincy player down. Back at his own 29-yard line as he sits up now, but might be a left knee injury here. It's going to be 2nd down and long for the Redbirds. 2nd down and about 15 when we come out of this injury timeout. It's Quincy 14, Alton 7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Injury timeout. Zach Ashman, defensive end, goes off the field for Quincy. Here's the throw that is broken up there by Woodard. Got his hands on a pass that was headed for number 25, Prouty, but it's incomplete. Both players had a chance to make the grab.
Woodard had the better shot of it.
Yeah, incomplete it goes. 3rd and long. 3rd and 15.
Sometimes an injury can spur a team onward, and let's see what Quincy reacts to that, as Ashman was pretty seriously shaken up, able to get off the field and is just mostly on his own power, but I doubt we see him the remainder of this half.
Well, with 3:53 to go, the Redbirds at 3rd and 15 may have to punt the ball away if they can't make it here. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, and here's Price rolling to the left. He wants to throw it over the middle and has Prouty. First down to the 50. Spins away to the 45-yard line. Good play there and wide open in the middle of the field, right at the Redbird logo, the 50-yard line.
He's going to pick up 21 on that play. Nice catch. Most of it Prouty's part is he made one heck of a run, and again, a nice twisting move to gain that extra 4 yards. Very impressive job by Prouty on that reception. Nice toss, but he was wide open.
And 3rd and 15, and they pick up the first down. Redbirds ball at the Quincy 44 now. 1st and 10. Price waits for the snap, has it to Smith. Darrell Smith, good running to the 35-yard line. Gain of 9 over the left side.
Smith will be very close to the first down. Let's see where they mark the ball. Yeah, he's going to be about a yard and we'll give him 1 yard short. It's very close, though. Not a very generous spot this time at all. Make it more like a yard and a half. But Alton driving here. Still has time. Still just under 3 minutes now left in the half.
Clock ticking, 2:50 to go now as Price waits for the snap. Darrell Smith back into the game now after that run there a moment ago. He may get it again. And he will not. Fakes the handoff. Price has a first down. He only got a yard or 2, but didn't need much.
Looked more like a busted play, quite frankly, but the result is that first down, and that'll move the chains, and that'll keep the drive alive for the Redbirds. Still no punts in this game. I don't know if we're going to see one here in this first half.
I guess we're not.
But again, now all of a sudden, you look out there and you examine. One of the things you know about me, Brent, is I like to look at people and look at their shoulders and look at their shrugging and things like that. You've got a very dejected Quincy team right out there right now on defense. They are standing. They are not moving quickly at all.
Hopefully got the defense on their heels here and try to tie the game. 2:12 to go. Price going to run it up the middle, has some room, and breaks away from a tackle to the 25, maybe 24. No, I think it's going to be the 25, and then some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Let's see if they give both teams or if they caught one and not the other. Maybe Quincy with a penalty here.
Certainly looked like they threw it when the Quincy player threw a little forearm shiver up there toward Price after he was getting up. Let's see where it moves to. It'd be a dead ball foul regardless.
At the 25-yard line, some good running by the quarterback, and it is a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Blue Devils.
Costly penalty from the 25. That'll march at half the distance now, and that'll put it down at the 12.5.
So here we go. Redbirds rolling right along here, moving down the field. No penalties, no turnovers.
Interesting, 2 consecutive 12-yard penalties for Quincy. I wonder how likely that is.
Not likely.
Not likely, but now the Redbirds are poised here. 2 minutes to go, and they only need to punch it in about 12.5 yards.
So into the red zone for the Redbirds. Price has Smith behind him here in the I formation, the pistol formation. And Price is going to hand it off to Smith. He'll make a move out to the left side. Some good running there. Tight quarters. He's down near the 9-yard line. A gain of about 3.5. Now they'll mark it right on the 10. 3 yards.
Good move in on Quincy to bottle that up, and that was number 54. That's Caleb Hines. Hines has shown some spirit out there tonight. Not a lot of balls and a lot of action to his side, but when it's come his way, he's been up to the challenge.
Well, receivers go left and right. 4 receivers in this pass pattern, or maybe they're just going to run it with all those receivers. Price
Busted play.
Bumps into his running back, and now we have a penalty, and it's going to be a personal foul, maybe on the tackle there on the quarterback. It's a personal foul on the defense.
Going to be roughing the pass.
Now another flag flies.
Yes, we could have an ejection here, I think. Let's see.
And they're going to get Quincy for 2, I believe, here. There's some chirping going on maybe after that first flag.
Yeah, I'm thinking we may have an ejection. Let's see what happens.
And now dead ball. Foul on Quincy. Dead ball. Another personal foul. Yep. And so they're going to move it inside the 10, move it inside the 5. Let's see where they end up.
Of course, an automatic first down. And they will move it down half the distance, and then half the distance again would be down to the 3. So
3-yard line, 1st and goal. I believe they'll move the chains.
It should be an automatic first down on an unsportsmanlike.
Couple of dead ball fouls there. At the 3-yard line, the Redbirds trying to tie the game. 53 seconds till halftime.
They're not right here. This should not be second down.
The officials might have first down on the field, maybe just not the marker over there. Price waits for the snap, has it, and he's going to pitch it late to Smith. No room there. He's knocked down near the 10-yard line. A big loss of about 7.
He's going to go all the way back to the 15, I think. Let's see if they're marking him at the 12. He's going to lose 9 on the play.
Timeout, Redbirds. This may be their last one. 38 seconds left. 38.1 seconds left. So now, instead of at the 3-yard line, you go back to the 12-yard line for Alton.
The officials are having a conference out there. I think they're trying to figure out
what down it
is. Exactly.
Yeah. I think it's 2nd down and goal.
Should be 2nd down and goal. We should see those chains drop off. But not at the moment. Hopefully we won't have that 5th down like Mizzou had that years ago.
Yeah. Looks like, well, maybe they're going to call it 3rd down.
This isn't right. Not on 2 unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
Doesn't make sense.
No. But now you've got a situation here. You've got to concentrate in. They can. If in fact this is 3rd down, and they didn't, and nobody seemed to realize that it should have been a 1st down. Then, so if this is really 3rd down, this is why you're going to have. Looks like you've got 2 way wide here to the near side and 1 to the far side. Here, obvious passing situation for Alton. It really ought not be.
Here's Price rolling to the left. He needs to get rid of it over the middle for Bumpers, and he is bumped, and it's knocked away. Incomplete it goes, and Bumpers is down at the goal line, and he may be shaken up as number 5 was there on the defense, and that's Caleb Smith of Quincy.
Yeah, Bumpers appears to be really hurt. I don't know if it's a cramp, but this looks to be more serious than that.
A leg injury apparently of some kind here as he's laying right on the goal line.
Dropping like flies in this 2nd quarter.
And 33.3 seconds to go. And I think the Redbirds are going to attempt a field goal here. I'm not sure, but still says 4th down over there.
Well, I'd sure like to get an explanation for that. Maybe after the game we can, because there's no way with 2 dead ball fouls, both of them against the defense, that should have been automatic 1st downs right there. And yet it should be 3rd down, not 4th down. And this is not a good situation here. I mean, this is going to cause them to have to attempt a field goal earlier than what they wanted to.
About a 30-yarder. Would be about a 30-yarder if they attempted it here on 4th. And injury timeout on the field with Bumpers down at the goal line here. Quincy leading 14-7 here late in the 2nd quarter. Just after 8 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. We do have the CM game coming up in just a little while, and we can tell you right now that it is halftime there, and it's a shutout for the Eagles, 19-0 at halftime. So you'll hear that game in its entirety in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll start that up on tape delay.
Well, this is definitely this appears to be a very serious injury out here, and there's still no movement, and the player that's down has not been able to get up. Looks like they're going to try and help him up. Nah, he's not going to make it up, doesn't look like.
I thought it was Bumpers, but it looks like 25, which would be Prouty.
It is Prouty. You're right. Trainers are out. They're bringing in, I think they maybe
a couple players to carry him off the field.
Exactly.
And Prouty is a 5'10", 165-pound junior. The Redbirds with only 7 seniors on their roster this year. Last year they had upwards of 25 seniors. This year, 7 seniors on the roster.
Prouty's had 2 completions tonight, 1 for 14, 1 for 21. It's a tough thing to lose your long man right here. And yet that appears to be exactly what the situation is. He's going to be done for the night, almost no question of it.
Well, it's interesting to see what Coach Eric Dickerson is going to do here. 33.3 seconds left. Prouty does come off the field, and no weight at all on that left leg.
I think they're going to have to completely carry him. I don't know that he can put weight on either leg. Yep, they're going to have to carry him off, completely off. No weight on both legs.
And a good hand from the crowd as the injured player comes off, and they have it at 4th and 9, marked at the 12-yard line.
Dozens and dozens of Nightwing birds dancing around the lights out here. It's almost as if they're saying, hey, 3rd down, hey, 3rd down, hey, you're wrong, 3rd down. But,
maybe so.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. It's going to be 4th down, and they are going to go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. Well, they could try about a 30-yard field goal.
They'll go trip wide to the left. Now a man in motion.
1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Darrell Smith behind the quarterback, but now we're going to have a defensive timeout. Quincy, once they saw how Alton lined up there, they'll take a timeout. And we'll take a quick break here in a 14-7 game, almost halftime. Quincy leading here at Alton by 7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Just pound it, pound it, pound it. And again, a 4th down situation that should be 3rd down. I'm still baffled by this, but here we go.
Here we go with Price waiting for the snap. Long snap. He's going to go to Bumpers, but he threw it behind him as he was trying to break to the middle of the field.
There was definitely contact there. Bumpers, I think, has an argument about that pass interference, but not to be.
And so the ball is turned over on downs as the throw is behind him, incomplete. It's Quincy ball.
Absolutely baffled by this, but that's just life.
And so Redbirds on D. Quincy may just take a knee, and that'll be halftime.
Taylor Price 2 for 10 in this game, but 92 yards.
The big 78-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter. All 3 touchdowns have come here in the second quarter. It was 0-0 after 1. And 3 TDs here in the second period. And our second quarter and our first half will come to an end here as Quincy will take a knee. The quarterback, Schroeder, he's up under center now with 29 seconds to go.
Quincy will be happy to go in up 7.
Blue Devils on the road here at Public School Stadium. They're actually going to hand the ball off, and it's going to go to Brock, 21 up the middle. And he's going to pick up a first down, and that'll stop the clock. First down out near the 23-yard line. So a gain of about 11. And so now 20 seconds to go. They'll hand it off up the middle again. This time nothing doing. Ball carrier to the 25.
Brock again.
Brock to the 26 maybe. Gain of a couple.
2 on that.
And that's going to be the end of the half, or are they going to get it off? They do get the snap off to Woodard. He runs around the left side, and he's near the Quincy bench. Knocked down at the 40-yard line as he picks up about 15 yards. And that is going to be the end of the first half here at Public School Stadium. We had 3 touchdowns in the second quarter, 2 of them for the Blue Devils. They lead the Redbirds now at halftime. It is 14-7. Dave and I will return to the stadium at West in just a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
At Midwest Members Credit Union, you are important. We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel. For all your banking needs, Midwest Members is the one place to go.
Goodness, that's just 49-12. That's brutal at the half.
Yeah, only halftime, and the Shells gave up a lot of points last week when they went to Carlinville, and now this week it's happening again. 49-12, Pana at halftime over Roxana.
You know, before the season started, the Roxana coach noted in an interview that they have to find a way to stop Carlinville and Pana. They have to find that some way, or they'll never advance any further. Even if they make the playoffs, they're never going to be able to advance very far with that situation. Well, they're going to have to try it again next year, because this year, forget it. They have found no solutions to Carlinville or Pana.
And it's going to be interesting to see, well, like last year when Carlinville and Pana were leading the entire season, we'll have to see, keep an eye on those SCC standings this year.
Well, they must have a penalty to start this kickoff, because they're going to kick off from the Redbird 45.
I think they caught the Redbirds for coming out late out of the locker room past the time that they were supposed to come out, so 15 yards.
Yeah, started off with an unsportsmanlike right off the bat.
And as if we didn't have enough penalties already.
Sure, the more the merrier. That's 15. That's now 71 yards in penalties. 10 different penalties for the Redbirds. That's just unacceptable. That's way more than you should have in a game, and they've already got that, and we haven't even kicked off the third quarter.
One other stat we should mention here at halftime, neither team has a turnover, and maybe that's going to jinx them a little bit, but we'll see.
No turnovers and no punts.
Right.
You would think with no turnovers and no punts, we'd be zipping right along. Au contraire, mon ami.
No, we're just now starting the third quarter, so sit back and relax here. At 8:35, we're going to start the second half.
Here we go.
And the kick is deep, and it's going to go into the end zone, and the Redbirds are going to get it at their own 20-yard line.
Right through the uprights. If that was the CFL, we'd get another point. But
there you go.
Not to be.
Yep.
So the Redbirds will have their opportunity now to draw even. They'll have to drive 80 yards to do it. Thank you, folks, so much for tuning in for this game and all weekend here on the Big Z. We really appreciate it.
Third quarter getting underway here as number 10, Taylor Price, takes his spot in the huddle, the quarterback for the Alton Redbirds. And we'll have to see how things go now in the second half and the adjustments that these two teams have made, and we'll see how it affects the game and affects the flow of the game and the score of the game. Here's a handoff to Smith. He fumbles the ball, and then he lands on it at the 15-yard line. Just as we talk about turnovers, he loses 5.
Not the way to start the second half. That looked almost again like a broken play. Price went back to hand it off. Never really got the handoff properly. So that'll be a loss of 5, and we'll take it from there. Actually, it's going to be a loss of 7. I stand corrected.
Back to the 16-yard line.
Or actually, loss of 4, I should say. I'll get it right.
11:20 to go, third quarter.
Math was never my strong suit.
That's okay. We're keeping up with it here. Price over the middle, and it is picked off. Intercepted at the 20, inside the 20, down near the 15. It might be Woodard, as there was a lot of Blue Devils defenders there right in the middle of the field. It is 28, Woodard, who has the pick for the Blue Devils.
Great anticipation. He read the quarterback's eyes. He zoomed in on the pass, caught it, and it took a host of Redbirds to bring him down. And Quincy now knocking on the door at the 15-yard line, and we're just underway. Less than a minute elapsed here in the third. Woodard, great anticipation on that. You can't teach that. That's just instinct.
I shouldn't have mentioned turnovers. I shouldn't have done it.
You did it.
I did it.
You dunk it.
And it's an interception, wouldn't you know it? And here's a run over the right side, down to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. Goes number 21, and that is Brock with another carry again for Quincy. Not only do they get the pick, but it's in the red zone as they start from the 15-yard line, a gain of 6 there.
That's going to be all the more tougher for the Redbirds to defend here. Far too spread out in the defense, far too spread out.
Devin Smith up the middle to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
They'll give him forward progress. With the 4, he was shoved back, and that's certainly enough. Yep, there's the indication of 1st down.
And so, a big 4th down play to give Quincy the lead, and now a big turnover may allow them to pad their lead. It's 14-7 right now. 10:20 to go, third quarter.
1st and goal from the 4. If I were the Blue Devils, I'd just keep doing what I'm doing. Just ram it down the middle, and they'll get in. Alton seems to have no propensity to stop them.
Diving, and here's
all
a flag.
Kinds of motion. I think we've got a false start, and we've got another late flag. This could be an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, late hit on the Redbirds defense after the whistle, after the penalty on Quincy. It's going to be a penalty on Alton.
Sort it out here and see what happens. False start against Quincy, and a dead ball personal foul against Alton.
And so, a couple of penalties, even though we've had a ton of them already.
They'll cancel each other out. We'll replay the down. Stays 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line. And we're ready to go with Quincy. 1st and goal from the 5. Let's see if the Redbirds D can do something here. Nope. Devin Smith diving near the goal line. Touchdown, Quincy. 5-yard TD run with 9:59 to go, third quarter. It's now 20-7 Blue Devils.
Just got the ball across the plane, just barely across the plane, too. They'll give him the touchdown, and a well-earned one. Quick little drive, just 15 yards, nothing to it. And now Quincy can go up by 2 full scores if they can get this PAT.
Devin Smith scoring from 5 yards out as the Blue Devils get another touchdown, and the kick is
up and good.
Looks like it was no good, I believe.
The initial indication was good, I guess not. Okay, so no good.
20-7, Quincy with the lead. Their 3rd touchdown of the game, the Blue Devils, and they lead it 20-7 now over the Alton Redbirds. Back in a moment, more third quarter action from the stadium at West Public School Stadium. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
One of the greatest myths about car dealers is that some pay less for their cars than others. Hi, I'm John Roberts, and we all pay the same. Here at Roberts Motors, we can compete with any Ford dealer, regardless of how big they are or how great they say their deals are. The number one concern of anyone buying a car today is service. At Roberts Motors, we pride ourselves in exceptional service before, after, and during the sale. Stop in today and see why Roberts has been the home of happy customers since 1949. Or see us online at RiverBender.com.
Right back at it here in Alton. Redbirds and Blue Devils. Quincy now with a lead on Alton, 20-7, third quarter.
A very costly turnover there, that interception. Price stared the ball right down into the defender's hands, and 15 yards later, it's pay dirt time for Quincy, and now Quincy can make those adjustments a little bit easier because they know that Alton's going to have to go to the air.
Gave him a short field, and just like that, they're in the end zone after the interception. 20-7 Blue Devils.
Were it not for Taylor Price, Alton would have had only 2 rushing yards that first half. They've got to get a ground game established. I think now they have no choice but to go to the pass.
They fake the handoff on the kickoff return. Darrell Smith breaks it to the outside, 30, 40, up to the 45 and 46-yard line. Big return by Darrell Smith of the Alton Redbirds.
Great effort, great execution on that as he saw the holes, moved from one, went back, cut back toward the middle, and picked up that extra 7 or 8 yards. And Alton will start with great field position here at their own 46.
The Redbirds,
47, I should say.
Yeah, if they can answer here, that would be big as we have 9:48 to go, third quarter. 20-7, Blue Devils by 13. Here's Price with Smith behind him in the pistol. He's going to throw it. Price throws to Bumpers, and a low throw, incomplete, as Bumpers was just coming out into the flat here over the 50-yard line, but he underthrows it to the ground, to the grass.
Looks like Bumpers was having a bit of a footing issue out there as well. He tried to plant, turned back, couldn't quite hang on, was falling down as the ball was headed his way. Incomplete.
Little 5-yard pass to the left. Incomplete it goes.
Taylor Price now 3 for 12 passing.
Now we're ready to go again, second down and 10. Back to throw to the far sideline, hit as it's caught, and I think he holds on to the football.
He held on, but boy did he pay a price. That was Cody Summers, the defensive back, comes out of nowhere and just smothers the receiver. And I mean, that was an epic type hit.
Little sophomore, Ahmad Sanders making the catch, I believe, for minus 3 or 4 yards. Third down and long. Wow.
Just an epic hit. My goodness, you could hear that pop. We're a long way from the field here, folks, and you could hear that pop right there.
Here we go, third and long, third and about 15 to go. Back to throw is Price, and he is hit and sacked. He gave it a pump and another pump there in the backfield, but nobody open, so he has to take a sack inside the 35 at the 33-yard line.
Cody Summers again all over that play. Huge loss for Alton. Well, it's fourth down. Are we going to see a punt? Might we? Yes, we're going to actually see a punt.
We're going to see a punt.
I can't believe it. It's possible, and yet it's true. It's true.
It looks like it's going to happen. 8:20 to go, third quarter. Alton punting to Quincy.
12-yard loss on that play. That really hurts.
Big sack there, and snap goes over the head of the kicker, and Nacello just boots it out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
He just basically drop kicks it. The ball's on the ground, spinning around as it gone over his head. He runs back, gets it, and just basically drop kicks it to the 23-yard line. That's a completely busted play. So it's going to be a net of minus 10 on that. Now we're going to have an official discussion. I think we may have an issue here that was an illegal kick.
Yeah, I think he had more time than he thought. I think he thought he was being rushed a little more, but he had time to pick that up and still kick it away.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a penalty. I do believe that was an illegal kick the way he did that, kicking the ball while on the ground. I don't believe they're going to allow that. Let's see what happens. Got a discussion of all the officials. Still waiting, still waiting.
Still at about the 23-yard line because that's where it rolled out of bounds.
Still undecided, trying to solve the debt crisis at the same time as they figure out where the ball goes. Yes, an illegal kick.
Yep.
Indeed. So that's going to be another penalty.
It's declined.
Oh, it's declined, okay.
So they won't do the play over. They'll take the ball right there at the 23. So at the 23-yard line.
You can't kick that ball while it's on the ground like that, just the way he did. So they'll just take it, advance it as it was. Another short field for the Devils.
Ready for the snap now. Schroeder's going to pitch it to Woodard. He's out on the left side trying to sweep. He's got plenty of blockers in front of him, but then he is hit and jolted to the ground near the 16-yard line. So he turned the corner with a head of steam, but then he was hit hard.
He had 3 blockers out in front of him, but there was nowhere. He was running out of real estate on that far side of the field, so he tried to cut back inside, and as such, he was brought down. But a 7-yard pickup, a 2nd and 3, easily doable for Quincy. Again, no ability for the Redbirds to seemingly stop this.
And give them a couple of short fields, and they may blow the game open here. Schroeder hands the ball off. Devin Smith, a fullback dive to the 14 for a couple. 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. If Quincy wants to, I think they could easily get that one. They may want to try and take a shot at the end zone here. See if they can try and put that dagger through the heart of the Redbirds.
Well, it's 20-7 right now. Halftime, it was 14-7 Quincy.
And we've seen a turnover and one of the oddest punts you'll ever see.
Yes. And Schroeder hands the ball off. Looking outside is Brock. Now he cuts it inside and cuts it inside the 10 down near the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Blue Devils now 8-yard line.
And therein lies the rub here of this play. I mean, that sums it up right there. You've had Brock and Smith. They keep alternating. And Woodard. Quincy's got too many weapons. They've got 3 weapons at their disposal here, none of which, seemingly, Alton's been able to stop.
And we'll see who gets their turn here to run the football. A moment ago, it was Smith who scored earlier in this 3rd quarter after the interception, a 5-yard touchdown run. 6:20 to go here in the 3rd. Schroeder back to throw, throws it to the end zone, knocked away. Good D in the end zone there, number 20, Ja'Kai Womack.
And Schroeder has come up limping.
Womack knocked it away in the end zone. Ball underthrown maybe a little bit there.
It was, but of course he was under intense pressure.
Yep. Hit as he was throwing the ball.
That's only Schroeder's 6th pass attempt of the entire game. So he's been able to keep that ball on the ground and keep a steady go of it. And he's really limping out there as he heads to the line. A lot of pain, obviously.
2nd down and goal from the 8. They hand the ball to Woodard over the left side near the goal line. Here's a flag flying in late as the official's going to call holding on Quincy. And it'll come back from, well, near the line of scrimmage. Maybe even the 5 is where they'll mark it off from. As the ball carrier, Woodard, got all the way down to about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he was actually inside the 1, it looked like. But it's all for naught, another holding penalty. We add to the penalties on parade here. That's going to give them 49 yards in penalties so far this game on 5 penalties. Many of theirs have been the large variety, but still in all, a very sloppy, penalty-filled affair. Quincy still getting the better of it, and again, much of that, you talk about how important field position is, a 15-yard drive and now a 23-yard drive.
Yep.
Shouldn't be that hard for them. And we've got, almost encroachment.
Redbirds almost jumped again before the snap here as the ball is back to the 15-yard line on the 10-yard holding penalty. And they'll do the double reverse this time. Woodard hands the ball to Brock. He is tripped up. Open field tackle there Good tackle by Bumpers at about the 9-yard line.
Brock again with about a 7-yard pickup on that carry. That's going to propel him. He's had 15 carries already this game. Brock and Smith seem to get the bulk of the action, but when they go to Woodard on this, he's had quite good carries as well. So, again, spreading it out, spreading the wealth around, that makes it so much more difficult on the defense, even if you put 8 in the box.
Yeah, those 3 running backs have done it all this entire ball game.
And you'll watch this similar motion. They have a motion play every time they send a guy.
Here comes Woodard. He's going to go outside, and he turns the corner, and he leans to the goal line. Touchdown, Quincy. Woodard will score this time on 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. He gets in over the left side.
Fancy piece of running by Woodard. He had a head of steam. Looked like he was headed straight for the pylon and then made that sharp cutback to get back inside, and in he goes. And now it's a chance for them to go up by 20 with the PAT. They may be going for 2 here.
26-7 our score. And it looks like they are going to go for 2 points this time as Schroeder goes up under center. Well, he's in the shotgun now, so they can see what they can do here. As he's going to roll to his right, he has a man wide open, hits him on the pass, and it is a 2-point conversion to number 21, Brock. So Schroeder goes to the air for 2 points, and it's 28-7 now. Quincy with a couple of touchdowns here in the 3rd quarter. They lead the Redbirds by 3 scores in the 3rd period. 4:58 to go in the 3rd. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Stadium, 4:58 to go, 3rd quarter. The Blue Devils have scored again. A couple of touchdowns here in the 3rd quarter, and that 7-point halftime lead is now 28-7 over the Alton Redbirds.
All that's set up on an illegal punt,
which you won't see very often.
No.
Here's a squib kick.
I think Quincy's got it.
Blue Devils try to go for it. Redbirds, yes. They pile it up, and it's Quincy football, as it was a squib kick bouncing down the field all the way down inside the 30-yard line before it was finally picked up.
That was an unintentional squib. If you watch the kicker, he leaned into it and he started to slide and fall as he kicked the ball, and that caused it to veer to the left and then also to the take that crazy hop as it was. And now Quincy has the ball yet again and yet another chance to score on a short field. Goodness, this game is turned around in a heartbeat. It seems like we've still got a little under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Was 14-7. Could be 35-7 here very shortly unless Alton can make it a stand.
Quincy ball again. Schroeder going back to throw it right after the onside kick. He throws it to Brock, who makes the catch. Is he inbounds? Yes.
Yes, he is.
Inside the 5. 1st and goal. Blue Devils.
Wow, what a pass. What a reception by Brock. Just hanging on, doing a ballet dance along the far sideline. Caught it. That ball is going to be marked down at
about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line, so 25-yard completion. And Brock making a play here to be player of the game, at least on the Quincy side. That's his 2nd 25-yard reception of the game.
Here's Schroeder handing the ball off up the middle. Looks like Devin Smith's going to get another score. Touchdown, Quincy. He will score. Smith into the end zone for the Blue Devils.
All set up on a beautiful 25-yard pass after an odd duck kick that resulted in a recovery by the Blue Devils. and this game is getting out of hand fast.
Yeah, quickly. 4:58 they score. And then 16 seconds later, they score again. 4:42 left now. And they'll try the extra point. The kick is in the air by Wilson. It is good. It is now 35-7. The Blue Devils lead the Redbirds here in Alton as they score once again. 3 touchdowns now for the Blue Devils in the third quarter. It's now a 28-point lead. 3-yard touchdown run this time, and it's Devin Smith again.
Well, the kicking game on both sides has been the story of this third quarter. We've had one of your strange illegal kicks, which was actually the equivalent of a drop kick with the ball on the ground. He shouldn't have been able to kick it to advance it. It would have been like accepting a field goal on a drop kick. And in the end, that penalty was declined. And now this odd kickoff where the kicker for Quincy was slipping, falling down as he was kicking the ball, results in a recovery for the Blue Devils. Short field, they make fast work of it. And Devin Smith again, yet another score. And now we're looking at 35-7.
Edwardsville leading Rock Island, we hear 14-7. CM now 39-8 over Salem. Tigers at halftime though leading Rock Island 14-7.
So the Tigers from Rock Island may be the game of the week in terms of closeness.
Yeah.
At least we thought we had that at 14-7 at the half, but boy, the Blue Devils have changed that in a heartbeat.
3 touchdowns, unanswered TDs in the third quarter. And now a high short kick, and it's going to bounce over the 50 and then grabbed by the Redbirds just over the 50-yard line as Quincy tried to get the ball back again. 35-7.
Had a little insult to that injury, but not to be.
Alton ball.
Alton will take over, and they need to try and get something, anything going here. Their defense has got to be exhausted. Their offense shown no propensity to get anything going this second half. See if they can change that. Change it in a hurry. They're going to have to go. They want to have any shot. They're going to have to go to the air. No success on the ground.
They're ready for the snap now, and they hand the ball off. Here's Darrell Smith outside to the 45-40. Spins away, but down to the 37 goes number 5. Good run to the left by Smith.
And that is the longest run of the game for Alton.
There you go.
13 yards. He's down now to 37-yard line, 13-yard pickup. That'll move the chains. Alton moves ahead. Well, I said they need to go to the air. If they can keep doing that, they could get back in this game. But we've got another injury, another player down for Alton, just collapsing in a heap out there. My goodness.
DeAndre Samilton, number 3, goes down. It's another injury. Timeout for the Alton Redbirds.
I thought at first a cramp, but he's clutching his leg, and then he was clutching toward his heart. So I'm not sure. They're moving out there fast right now. Something's not right with him.
So he is down near the 50-yard line with 4:27 to go here in the third quarter. An injury timeout at just about 9 o'clock here on this Friday night. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Back with more of the third quarter here at the stadium in a moment. Blue Devils 35, the Redbirds 7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
After the injury timeout, Samilton comes off the field and he's walking around, seems to be okay on the sideline. But
maybe a scare when he clutched his heart, but I guess it's just a cramp.
Yeah, 4 minutes to go here in the quarter. Third quarter, Smith drives down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 2. Between the tackles, right up the middle he goes, and Number 3, Keandre Samilton wants to come right back in the game, and here he comes back in the game. One play.
As much as you'd like to see Alton be able to establish the ground game, be able to do something, if they want to come back in this game, they don't have time for it. Right now, down 28, 3.5 left in the third. There's no time. They need a big play, and they need to get that fairly quickly here. Get something going. Get this crowd has become dull and listless. They need something to jolt them awake.
Price ready for the snap. He has it, hands the ball to Smith again. Smith down to the 31-yard line. He's going to gain 4 more, but it's going to be 3rd down and still 4 to go. Near the 31-yard line.
I think, would you agree with me that they're in 4-down territory?
Yes.
Every play now is going to be 4th down if need be.
Probably so, especially depending on where the ball is. And here, it's
31. You're in no man's land anyway.
Quincy's 31-yard line. Big number 74, one of the captains, Cody Markle, is the center this year, the senior center. 290-pound senior.
Update on the Roxana game. They're losing 63-12.
Mercy. Price over the right side, diving near the 1st down. And he's close to the 27-yard line. Let's see where they mark him. Maybe a little short. Is it going to be 4th and short?
Looks to be 4th and about, it's going to be about a half yard. So, nope, we're going to take a measure.
They're going to measure, it looks like. On 4th and short, or maybe 1st and 10. Or let's just see how short it is. And the Redbirds will huddle up again because here come the sticks from the far side.
Eyeballing it, it looked just a teeny bit short, but it's going to be awfully close.
And they're going to pull the chains and say that it is going to be just inches short, 4th down.
An easy play to dive for it and go forward. Redbirds have to have this. I mean, this, if they can't get this drive in, let's turn out the lights, the party's over. They've got to try and find a way to bounce back.
This was a
four major scores. You've got to find a way to keep going.
It was a 7-7 game back in the 2nd quarter, then 14-7 at halftime. It's now 35-7, and now we have a flag flying, and
it's going to be illegal motion or illegal procedure against Alton.
On 4th and short, they still need to be pushed back, and now they're going to have 5 to go. Movement before the snap on 4th and inches.
Back now, they'll go all the way back to the 33. That's what a killer that is for any drive. But, well, I preached it that they've got to go to the air. Now they've definitely got to go to the air. I don't see them getting 5.5, 6 yards on a running play here when they're gonna box up. They're gonna load 8 to the box here for Quincy, I'm sure.
Yeah, it looks that way. Receivers left and right. Bumpers going to the right. Terrence Walker coming here to the left, the near side. As Alton's headed to the west end zone. Here's a handoff to Smith. They do run the ball, and it's just a couple of yards, and they're going to give up the ball. Here's a flag, a late flag flying down, and Redbirds may get a personal foul after the play. And the Redbirds coming unraveled here a little bit, down 35-7 when it was such a close game halfway through. And the adjustments didn't seem to matter.
It's a dead ball foul, so Quincy will get the ball, but they'll have to start 15 yards further back in their own territory because that play was already over with on 4th down. So Alton will not keep the ball.
I thought it was a unsportsmanlike conduct foul on the Redbirds, but it's going to be on the Blue Devils.
I figured it was on Quincy, but I couldn't tell, was it dead ball or not? That was the big key, and sure enough, it was not. So Quincy will take over on downs. They'll suffer a 15-yard penalty. They haven't had nearly as many penalties, but Still like a 25, 49, 59, 64 yards in penalties for Quincy. You don't want to know what Alton's penalty total is.
A lot.
It's a lot. Headed for triple-digit land, and
Amazing.
that will not make the coaches happy one dang bit.
From their own 16-yard line now after that penalty, Quincy ball. 1st and 10, just 1:26 to go, third quarter.
Quincy's in a position now, I think, that they can just kind of work on some things and try to move forward, try some plays if they want to, because they seem to have this one well in hand. Different formation, indeed.
35-7 score. Here's Schroeder handing it to the first man through. It's knocked away. Thought the ball was loose there for a moment, but Smith comes out of there with it on pilot. Devin Smith gains a couple.
Smith's 18th carry of the night. He's been the workhorse, the bulwark of the offense for the Blue Devils.
Quincy has an injured player, one of their linemen getting up slow, and so now we're going to have another injury timeout. This is Tyree Williams, a senior, 55.
It's remarkable to me how many cramps and injuries we've had tonight on what is a beautiful, perfect night for football. And you shouldn't really see that many cramps and things. I guess that just shows the conditioning yet at this stage of the season is not enough. But goodness, you couldn't have asked for a better night tonight. Clear, stars out in the sky. And,
the heat and the humidity are gone. Yeah.
Yes. Think how many times, when we were kids, Brent, think how many times we had Labor Day where it poured down rain or it was just absolutely stifling in the 90s. We're finally going to get a decent weekend out of Labor Day. What do you know?
That's amazing stuff.
Only took us till we were 51.
There you go. 1:06 still left, 66 seconds still left in the third quarter. Another injury timeout. Quincy 35, Alton 7. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Trust Family Auto Sales and Cycles focuses on providing you with the highest quality used vehicles in the Riverbend. Before hitting the lot, all cars are thoroughly inspected and serviced in our very own repair shop. We make sure your future vehicle will look like it just came off the assembly line. We have a massive selection of cars with price ranges to fit any budget, and our motorcycles look like they just came off the showroom floor. Trust can finance any credit situation and have you on the road in no time. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, van, SUV, hybrid, or motorcycle, Trust Family Auto Sales has you covered.
Out of the timeout, we have a penalty, and the Redbirds offsides once again on that defensive line.
Let's do the encroachment dance again. It seems like
and
again, it just does not want to end for the Redbirds. And, well, I'm sorry. I've only got room for 2 more penalties for the Redbirds. They can't have any more than 2 more. That's the rule. So once I run out of room on the spreadsheet, they cannot have any more penalties.
The score sheet is only so big, you know.
It's big, but it's not that big.
And so now they run it to the outside, on the left side, and up over end goes number 10, a new runner for Quincy, but he was upended there. It's Aaron Shute. Aaron Shute, number 10, a senior. No, he's a junior running back.
Yes. And boy, did he go flying. He went head over heels on that one. Not much of a gain, really. All that work for just moving the ball ahead a couple of yards. More lateral than east and west in this case is what you want to run.
And now just 25 seconds to go,
Flags
third quarter.
Down, busted play.
Yep, going to be a penalty on Quincy, and Devin Smith grabs the pass to the 31, but motion on the offense with 17.5 to go, third quarter. In a 35-7 game, Quincy with another penalty.
Sloppiness continues, what can we say?
Game 2 of the season here. And the Redbirds on defense. Quincy back to their own 24-yard line now. And they'll start the clock and maybe not run another play here in the third quarter as they huddle up with 10 seconds to go, and now they're just going to wait and let the fourth quarter come at us here at Public School Stadium. Our score after 3, 35-7, Quincy leading Alton as we go to the fourth in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports. We're just about ready for the fourth quarter here. 35-7, Quincy with the lead at halftime. It was anybody's game, 14-7. But Quincy with 21 unanswered points in the third quarter, and Redbirds making some mistakes, giving the Blue Devils short field after short field. It all started with that interception early in the third quarter. Here's a screen that's an incomplete pass. And so on 1st and 15, it's incomplete. Make it 2nd down and 15 as the fourth quarter now is underway.
Cameron Woodard has snuck up on me here. He's got 97 yards rushing. He's nearing the century mark, and we wouldn't have anticipated that with just 9 rushes. But boy, he's done a great job. The workhorse for Quincy, Darren Smith, he's at 68 yards rushing so far, and he's had 18 carries.
Now Quincy to the line of scrimmage again, 2nd down and long as the fourth quarter gets underway. 2nd down and 15. Schroeder's going to throw it again. He throws it out into the flat, caught by Brock up near the 29-yard line. He gains those 5 yards back from the penalty, and it's about 3rd and 10 to go.
Nice quick little pass out there to Brock. Civil. Brock's got 3 receptions, 55 yards, 236 yards on the ground for Quincy so far, 68 passing. I'll compute the stats for all, but boy, there's not much.
Not really much offense.
Not much at all, really, with the exception of a few major plays. It's just not much.
Big 78-yard touchdown pass back in the second quarter for the Redbirds. And that's their only score of the night. Schroeder handing the ball off. It's going to come to the near side, and Aaron Shute, maybe number 10, getting another carry this time, and he's going to lose a couple. It's 4th and long as he loses about 3 or 4, and another Redbird is down with an injury.
And might it actually be the first punt for Quincy all night?
Maybe.
Well,
maybe not.
Yet another injury, my goodness.
And the Redbirds are not that deep this year, the roster. And looks like a right leg or maybe a foot injury for a Redbird who's down there. Can't see the number, but it may be
a single digit. I'm trying to see here.
It's Keandre Samilton again, number 3.
I bet it is.
Because he's been down on the ground a few times tonight.
Sure looks like Keandre. It's a shame. We'll keep him in our thoughts, but my goodness, that's such a shame. Well, I'll get to computing.
And we'll take an injury timeout. 10:44 to go. Still 35-7 Blue Devils. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Can you add beauty to your home and cut energy costs? You can with new Eagle Series Gold Collection windows from Eagle Home Improvement. The experts at Eagle will custom fit Gold Collection windows into your existing window openings to save time and money. Gold Collection windows will give your home a dramatic new look while saving energy. And all Eagle Gold Collection Series windows come with a lifetime limited warranty. Eagle Home Improvement, 259-2500, where integrity counts.
10:44 to go, another injury timeout. It was number 3 again. Samilton goes to the sideline for the Redbirds.
Update on stats, 92 yards net rushing through 3 quarters, 108 yards net passing for Alton. However, that's only been on 3 passing plays where there was actually positive yardage in 13 attempts.
Schroeder coming back in for Quincy. It looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. We thought we might see a punt. No punt.
That's exactly what they'd be expecting. But not.
And 4th and 14 from their own 26, trying to get the Redbirds to come off sides again, I guess. Timeout, Quincy. And now the punting team will come onto the field.
I like Ben Schroeder, their quarterback, popped up like a little marmot from Marmot Mansion. They got discouraged. What? Nobody coming in? Okay, we'll just take a timeout.
Timeout instead. 10-17 to go in the game now. And the Redbirds are going to get it back on a punt return here. We'll see who goes back deep to return the punt. It might be Ahmad Sanders, number 12. Yes, he will go back to his about the 50-yard line, actually, midfield. Number 12 for the Redbirds to return the punt.
Finally see what kind of punting game Quincy has. With much of any. They may not need much of any, being up 28 at the moment.
Yeah, 14-7 at halftime, but 35-7 right now. Quincy ready to punt the ball away, and that is number 13, their kicker, who's also the punter, Avery Wilson.
94 yards in penalties for the Redbirds. My goodness.
Yeah, that's
way too much.
Incredible. Here's a low line drive, and Sanders grabs it, bobbles it. Now he's off to the races, and a flag flies. He's to the 40, the 30, the 20, and he's going to score a touchdown, but it's going to come back, and the Redbirds, there's some more flags flying in the middle of the field down near the 20-yard line.
Really chippy out there now. Got a player down, looks like on the far side, way down into the end zone for Quincy.
Yep. Now he's going to get up slowly, if he can, and limp to the sidelines. And now,
mash unit out there.
The official's going to have to sort this out. Good luck.
As we like to say on I've Got a Secret, I'd like to call a conference, please.
A big conference here. Illegal block in the back. And then the dead ball foul is also on the Redbirds.
Multiple fouls on all.
Yep. They go over 100 yards in penalties.
Easily.
And I guess
they'll have to take the illegal block in the back, I would think.
Yeah.
They'll have to take that one because the unsportsmanlike would be a dead ball, and that would be after the touchdown. So they'll have to take the block in the back.
So it'll come back. Well, here's the flag at the Alton 45-yard line. So they come back to the spot of the foul.
Which is the 40s.
About the 45.
Start off the 45. Let's see them march off. There's 5.
5 more.
There's 10. That'll do. 10.
And 5 more.
And 5.
Oh, they got the unsportsmanlike to tack on too. The 15 more.
Excuse me.
10 and 15, so give them 25 more yards in penalties.
Dave's mental calculator is 119 yards in penalties.
Need some new batteries.
I need something new. I think I need to go solar. That's what I need to do.
10 minutes to go in the game.
Strap some solar panels on my back and my head. Maybe I'll be all right. That'll give me some jolt. That's what I need, is jolt.
There's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
So from their own 20-yard line, 80 yards from the end zone. They had just scored on the punt return, but it didn't count. Block in the back. Here's the quarterback for about 4 yards. That's Taylor Price to the 24-yard line.
You'd almost think at this stage that they might start thinking about bringing in some subs here, because these teams are getting beaten up, and you don't want to see any more kids get hurt. You just don't want to see it. There's so many kids getting hurt tonight.
Well, the Redbirds have a majority of sophomores and juniors on their roster. Again, only 7 seniors, top to bottom. The captains, Taylor Price and Cody Markle, along with Morris Adams. Here's a run to the near side. Darrell Smith cannot get outside. He goes down. Morris Adams, the captain, along with Ben Rakowski, senior lineman.
Awesome play of about
3rd down and 7.
Got to move here. We'll see no punts from Alton anymore, I wouldn't think. I think they'll go for it 4th down. They've got nothing to lose.
8:45 to go in the game. And Quincy's going to be 1-1 and take the long bus ride home with a victory. And Alton will be 0-2 to start the season. Redbirds wait for the snap here with 8:30 to go in the game. Price back to throw. He throws it sideline and over the head of everybody, incomplete.
Nobody home on that one. That'll bring us up to 4th down and assume that they'll go for it here.
Well, they're going to punt it away.
Well, they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, 4th and long. They're just going to punt it away.
I would have thought we would have the chance to paraphrase a certain presidential candidate. Go for it on 4th down. What have you got to lose?
What do you got to lose?
But nope. We're going to have a punt. Maybe we. Yes, now we are.
And the Redbirds don't have enough players on the field. Here comes another and another.
Let's see if we can make an actual legal kick this time, unlike that drop kick that was. Oh, again!
High snap again, but he makes the grab. And the punt end over end near the 40, rolling to the 45-yard line of Alton. So did not make it to midfield. It's at the 45-yard line. Quincy ball now.
Net of 22 on that punt. Not much. Not much. So we've had a drop kick and a 22-yard punt.
Yep.
This one draws near its conclusion. Quincy will undoubtedly try to tack on just a bit more. They'll try and run out the clock.
Run out the clock, keep it on the ground, and again, jump on the bus. Make about a 3-hour trip back to Quincy tonight.
Long drive up to Jacksonville, maybe stop for supper, maybe not. Just keep on trucking, maybe on, on up 72. Made that drive myself many, many times up to WGEM country that way.
Well, here we go. Quincy with the football. A new quarterback into the game. And they will roll to the right, and the quarterback will keep it. He'll have a 1st down and more. 10 yards, 20 yards. He's inside the 25-yard line before he's knocked down. Number 8, Logan Ross, junior quarterback, with his first carry of the game.
And therein lies it again. They're going to start making those substitutions here to save some of their people. Smart move. One rush for 22 yards. That'll help the old average.
Yeah.
Actually going to be 20 yards.
Yeah,
they'll block it out the 20. He must have gone out at the 25, even though one official was at the 23.
Mark it at the 25-yard line. Quincy football. The Blue Devils will run to the left. Quarterback keeps it again. This time 2 yards to the 23-yard line.
Well, they're running the option, and that means we'll be out of here faster than we would have been otherwise.
Probably so. Clock now at 7:20 to go.
The option, that'll do it.
We'll see what happens here with Quincy ball.
So many penalties, so many injuries tonight. It's just both teams have had cramps, and they've been more serious than that. I'm concerned about that Alton player that had to be carried off earlier in the game. That's going to be a tough, tough blow to them. Like you said, they don't have nearly the depth they need.
And now from the 23-yard line, snap back, handoff goes to the 21-yard line to a big fullback here, Jake Kelly.
He's into the game for the first time.
Junior. Listed as a tight end. 34 looked like the carry there. And Logan Ross, the quarterback, goes over to the sideline, gets a new play from his head coach, Rick Little. Quincy huddling up with 6:20 to go in the game.
3rd down now.
3rd down and about 6 to go. Need to get to the 15-yard line.
And they'll keep it on the ground regardless.
Ross under center. He will Keep the ball again. Roll to his right. Here's a flag.
It's a hold.
And all the way down near the 10-yard line before he was tripped up. But it's coming back.
I love the official is signaling the hold while the play is still in motion. That's good. Well, that conserves time, yes.
Yes,
yes, I guess. But that's...
flag laying on the 22-yard line. It is a holding on the Blue Devils. 120 yards penalties against the Redbirds tonight. Probably more than they have on the ground tonight.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
And their 10 yards in penalties for the Blue Devils is going to give them 30, 40, 52, 64, 74, 79 yards in penalties for the Blue Devils. Just out there.
That's 200 yards in penalties for these two teams total.
Mess in the game.
35-7. Here's the snap. Handoff. Might be 34 Kelly again as he rumbles over the left side.
Pick up about
Jake Kelly, 34. To the 27-yard line.
See a little play, and of course they're in no man's land, which means no punting, which of course means that they'll go for it on 4th down. That'll keep the clock running.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. 4th and 12. Need to get to the 15-yard line of Alton.
5 minutes left. Wouldn't you just keep it on the ground here, even though you're probably going to not make the first down on the ground? But
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Ross will be under center again. He'll hand it off. Misdirection. It's going to go to the left. And down goes the ball carrier at the 21. Number 10, Shoot. Aaron Shoots, the junior. And it's Alton ball. They turn it over on downs after a gain of about 5. And so Redbirds ball again, and we're down to 4.5 minutes to go in the game. No scoring here in the 4th quarter. That 3rd quarter, really the difference in the game. Really, you go back to that play that broke the 7-7 tie. 4th and 17, 25-yard touchdown pass. But then in the 3rd quarter, Quincy with 3 more touchdowns.
The dagger on that illegal kick that put them back, that gave Quincy the ball down to the 15-yard line, that was really what hurt.
High snap. It's grabbed by Price. He's going to step out of bounds. Close to the 30. Looks like a gain of about 6 out to the 28-yard line. And 2nd down for the Redbirds. Well, the Redbirds go to East St. Louis next, and the Southwestern Conference will be underway.
If it wasn't for Price, they would have an absolutely pathetic ground game tonight. It's not that great even with him, but it's still just awful.
He's ready for the snap again. Price grabs it, hands the ball off. Up the middle goes Smith. Good run to the 40, 50, now to the 40, down the sideline, the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Darrell Smith. Touchdown, Alton Redbirds, 71 yards.
Guess what? That really improved their rushing out of the game.
Yes,
That'll
it did.
do the trick. 71 yards. He was untouched, made a little dipsy doodle move at about the 45, and then from there on, see ya, lights out. He was gone. He kicked in the afterburners.
Darrell Smith, who scored 2 touchdowns last week at Rock Island, scores again here as he motors down the near sideline here, right in front of the Alton bench, to make it 35-13. Just about the same final score as they had last week. Last week it was 38-13. 35-13 right now, but they'll try to tack on the extra point. It's in the air for Nasello, and it's good for the Redbirds. 35-14. We have 4:17 to go in the game. Quincy now leading by 21. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Trust Family Auto Sales and Cycles focuses on providing you with the highest quality used vehicles in the Riverbend. Before hitting the lot, all cars are thoroughly inspected and serviced in our very own repair shop. We make sure your future vehicle will look like it just came off the assembly line. We have a massive selection of cars with price ranges to fit any budget, and our motorcycles look like they just came off the showroom floor. Trust can finance any credit situation and have you on the road in no time. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, van, SUV, hybrid, or motorcycle, Trust Family Auto Sales has you covered.
Big plays that have been resulting in that 71 of that on one play. That won't cut it.
Alton stops a streak of 4 touchdowns in a row for Quincy, 4 unanswered scores. And now they may try the onside kick here and get the ball back. We'll see.
He got to lose.
Yeah. 4:17 to go in the game. Nasello, a high short kick. It's going to be grabbed at the 30 by Brock, and he will go down to a knee.
Something high school players don't often realize, Brock could have easily called for a fair catch on that and been a lot safer to himself. He put himself in harm's way unnecessarily.
So Quincy ball, and they may be able to run out the clock now. 4:13 to go in the game.
They'll keep it going forward. I'm curious to see if we leave Kelly in the game and some of the other players, if they'll bring in yet even more now.
Well, Kelly's still in there, number 34. So is the backup quarterback, Logan Ross, number 8. And Ross under center. He'll hand the ball off right up the middle, just a fullback dive right up the middle to the 39-yard line, a gain of 8 that time for number 34, Kelly.
It's been impressive here in a mop-up role. It's great that they can get some extra time, playing time for him.
2nd down and 2 from the 39-yard line.
Quincy's had one stellar quarter. I'd like to say they've really impressed me, but they haven't to that much of a degree. They really haven't. It's been such a sloppy penalty field affair.
Handoff up the middle, gain of about 2 for a 1st down. Maybe 3 yards.
So give it 3.
And they unpile it. And it's going to be number 44 maybe with the carry. Bryce Renshaw this time. Big fullback. Senior, 5'9", 200.
Comes in and gets his first action of the game. 3-yard carry, 1st down. Hey, Dad, I played.
There you go. 34
I got a 1st down.
and 44, both in there in the backfield. So Kelly and Renshaw back there. This time it's going to be 23. Jordan Kyles with the run. And a fumble. Redbirds have the ball as they unpile it. A turnover for Quincy, and the Redbirds scoop it up.
That's the first turnover for Quincy for the night. Too little too late for Alton, but did show some life trying to strip that ball away.
Fumble by Quincy, recovered by Alton. And the Redbirds had an interception in the 3rd quarter, so they have 1 turnover, and now the Blue Devils with the 1 turnover. Alton ball and 2:58 to go. So the Redbirds get it right back. Price waiting for the snap, fumbles it, and scooped up there by the running back. Price could not hang on to the snap. It was a good snap. And that was picked up by Smith, I believe, number 5.
It was right in his wheelhouse. He just couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to
couldn't
hand
have
it off.
it any better.
Yeah, trying to hand it off before he had it. Hand it off to Smith. And so from the Quincy 43-yard line, 2nd down, 2:20 to go, clock running. Price back, he's going to take off running and wait for a block, head out of bounds at the 40-yard line, gain of 3 for Alton. 3rd down.
That'll stop the clock. 2:11 left in this game. Somewhat impressive performance by Alton, but mostly the star of this game I don't think we can give the Mungan-Ass player to the officials
Officials?
for the penalties that they've called.
Penalties.
My goodness.
Yeah.
We'll find somebody for you, folks. Don't worry.
There's a snap back, handoff, and right when he gets the ball, he gets hit. Darrell Smith sandwiched by 2 Blue Devils. Well, Edwardsville leading Rock Island 21-14, third quarter. And the Shells lose in Pana tonight. It's a final 69-18.
Oh, I'm dying here.
69-18.
Your Shell broadcaster here feels a deep amount of pain from that one. My goodness, 69-18.
That's more than pain, that's Pana. Pana.
It's that Panther again.
Here's Price throwing over the middle. It's caught at the 20, down to the 10, to the 5. That's a touchdown, and that is Keandre Samilton, who's been down on the ground a few times, but he's back up and he makes the catch. 40-yard touchdown.
What do you know? Great reception. And 40 yards, pads the stats again. Fortunately, too little too late, but this game will appear to be a lot closer than it ever was.
True, yeah, 1:20 to go in the game now. After the fumble, the Redbirds score, and it is number 3, Keandre Samilton, a junior. The extra point is in the air. It's good by Nasello. 35-21, Quincy with a lead of 14 points now, 2-score game.
What do you do here? Do you want to go for an onside kick or not if you're Alton?
I think you may want to try it with 1:20 to go. But we'll see what they do with Quincy leading the game. It was 35-7, now it's 35-21. But again, only 1:20 to go in the game.
I'm still in deep, deep pain from that painless score. It's just,
can't shake that out of your mind.
It's just remember back in the. Let me wax reminiscent for a minute, folks. I just remember back in the glory days where it used to be 9-3, 12-6 was a common score. Shells are just getting destroyed out there this year, but come back. It's a different game. I realize that. Still in all.
A score from Jerseyville. How about this one? Effingham 35-34 over Jersey.
Is that a final?
Final, I believe so.
Oh, Coach Skinner's going to be very, very upset.
Yes.
He will not be a happy camper.
Another rough night.
Another rough night for a former Shell.
1:20 left. Let's see what the Redbirds do as they tee it up at their own 40-yard line
This
again.
is onside. He's got it lined up in an onside formation. He's got the ball teed up oddly. This is definitely onside. Here we go. Well, we're going to try that little high
squib kick to the 20 and bobbled there, and now picked up by Quincy.
Little muff on that, but second player dives in and holds on for dear life.
So 35-21, Quincy. And we only have just over a minute to go in the game.
Say, barring any kind of turnover, any kind of something totally unexpected, I'd say that's exactly how this game's going to end.
Yeah, that looks like our final score tonight. Quincy huddling up here with 1:17 to go in the game at Public Schools Stadium. Tomorrow night, Marquette will be here against Breeze Mater Dei. You'll hear that game at 7 tomorrow night. But coming up next, you'll hear CM and Salem from Bethalto. And Quincy will take a knee with 1:15 to go and start the clock back up. Second down.
Hopefully the Explorers will have better luck. I hope they have the same weather, at least as we've had tonight. 67 degrees out there. Just a magnificent start to September here in the RiverBend.
Timeout called on the field here, I guess by the Redbirds defense.
That'll do it for the Redbirds for timeouts.
Again, CM and Salem coming up later tonight, just a few minutes away from that. And then tomorrow we'll have the Wood River game at noon against Taylorville on tape delay. Illinois football kicking off tomorrow from Champaign. 2:30 the home opener tomorrow afternoon, and then tomorrow night you'll hear that Marquette Breeze Mater Dei game. After this game, though, and every game on the Big Z, we have our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. For Alton, may go with the quarterback tonight. A couple of touchdown passes.
Price has definitely shown fleet of foot and some padded those stats. I'll tell you that much with those passes. My goodness.
That big 78-yarder in the second quarter for a touchdown. Here's Schroeder back in the game at quarterback, and he throws it down the line of scrimmage. A wide receiver screen grabbed by Devin Smith. Timeout for Alton again.
Had them out of timeouts. I guess they hadn't used them all up. Well, now they have.
52.8 seconds to go. Timeout, Redbirds.
Loss of 4 on that pass. That's actually only the second negative pass. He said very, very few passes in the game anyway. When they've passed, they've been for big yardage. 78 yards, 40 yards, 21 yards, 14 yards. But too little, too late. Too little, too late. Too many mistakes and penalties.
And this long game here at the stadium is going to put Quincy home a little later than they probably thought they were going to be home tonight.
They'll be home, all right. They'll be home on Saturday.
Yes.
On Saturday.
Yes. Well, Alton went to Rock Island last week, and the coach told me they got home at 3:15 a.m.
Ouch.
Saturday morning from Rock Island. 52.8 to go. Here's Schroeder going down the field. He has a man open who dropped the ball at the 45-yard line. He was behind the defense, and he dropped it.
Had a touchdown written all over it. Now you're up 2 touchdowns. You have about a minute left. Why are you throwing the ball, trying to go for that? You could get picked off, could be run back in, then you set yourself up for an onside kick. Baffling.
And now they're going to have to punt the ball to Alton with 46.8 to go. And let's see what happens here with the return for the Redbirds and Sanders, the sophomore.
If I was Alton, I'd send 11. I would send
looks
everybody.
like they're going to.
Sending 10 anyway.
And they jump off sides, but no call. I don't think they caught it.
Wow.
The ball hits at midfield and rolls to the Alton 42-yard line.
Maybe the officials just, maybe there's a limit to how long those hankies will last.
Limit to your penalty.
Yeah. Well, we've crossed the threshold. I'm out of room on the Alton side for penalties, and just about out of room on the Quincy side.
Amazing stuff.
Riddled with numbers. Yeah, I think we'd almost have to go. If we're going to pick somebody from Alton, I think we've got to go with Price.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else that's done much of anything, really.
And now the Redbirds have the ball again. Let's see if Price puts in the air again.
They would literally have to score within 15 seconds to have any shot.
Brock has a couple of touchdowns for Quincy. Here's Price putting it up, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of the defender who had a pick there. Number 5 was back deep. Caleb Smith of Quincy, but he dropped it.
Caleb had that. Would have probably been meaningless, but would have helped his stats anyway if he had dropped it. Oh, well.
Brock has 3 touchdowns tonight. Smith has 2. So that's Quincy's 5 touchdowns by 2 different running backs. Redbirds have 2 passing touchdowns. And then Darrell Smith, a long touchdown run. For the Redbirds, that was earlier in this 4th quarter. Now a timeout.
71-yard scamper
for Quincy. Now the defense for Quincy calling a timeout with 27 seconds left. We will get to that CM game, you know. Just going to take a while.
You only think you can get away without the same game. There is no escape, my friends. Oh, no.
Normally we get to that second game at about 9:15, but not tonight.
15 is long past. Try 10 to 10.
Yeah. Effingham over Jerseyville, 35-34 tonight.
Like to see the details on that one. I'll read about it tonight. Wow, that's so uncharacteristic of Jerseyville defense to give up that many points.
They had a wild game with Granite City last week, first game.
Well, I'm going by tradition. I shouldn't say this year. I should say this year.
Edwardsville leading Rock Island again, 21-14.
Tigers with another impressive challenge, and they're up to it.
Third quarter. Pana beats Roxana. Greenville over Southwestern tonight. And we're ready to go again after the timeout. Closing in on 10 o'clock.
Middle America.
A 3-hour game. Can it be? Price in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back near the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 28. And with 15 seconds to go, they're going to try to snap it one more time. And we're going to have a timeout, and we will have one more play. Alton with its third and final timeout with 15.5 to go.
That's Price's third sack of the game, and he's been sacked now for 31 yards in those 3 sacks. He gets sacked, he gets pushed way back.
And timeout for the Redbirds. And again, after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Quincy with a couple of big players, Brock and Devin Smith. But I think we're going to go with Alton quarterback Taylor Price, our junior quarterback for the Redbirds, who threw a couple of touchdown passes tonight and had some success running the ball too. And he's going to put it up one more time. 15.5 seconds left. 5 receivers ready in this pattern.
Kitchen sink pattern.
Here is Price throwing it down the middle. It's incomplete, and 9 seconds left. 4th down.
The game that will not end.
Ever. Ever and ever.
That was the 18th try, 18th attempt passing, and he's had 6 completions, so not a great ratio there.
Well, you know the Redbirds don't want to throw the ball that much, but you have to when you're this far behind.
You have no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
Absolutely no choice in the matter.
3 touchdowns for the Redbirds in the game. Price to Bumpers. Price to Samilton, Keandre, and also Darrell Smith with that 71-yard touchdown run. Those are the 3 scores for Alton. And Alton at 4th down. 4th and long, 9 seconds to go. Price goes back. He is sacked again. He's dropped at the 22-yard line. Quincy ball, but the clock runs out, and that's going to be the end of the ball game tonight. Quincy, 35-21 over the Alton Redbirds here in the ball game tonight. Redbirds lose in their home opener to the Quincy Blue Devils. Back to wrap it up in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.